Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 5 Japanese destroyer Minekaze. It's got 4 guns, 6 torpedoes, 6 AA guns, goes 39 knots. But the key bit of information about this is that it has a 5.9 kilometer surface detection range and a 3.1 for air detection. So this is stealth incarnated. And we're on the map Fault Line. So right off the bat, moving into B, you can hear this like ground passing by. It's a weird bug that was introduced with the most recent patch. Sometimes it happens every game for me, sometimes it doesn't. So we're headed towards B. We're gonna cap B and then move towards either A or C based on what the enemy's movement is. Since we have such a short detection range, the enemy has to be within 5.9 kilometers to spot me. It should be relatively easy for me to take B. I choose to run with the default torpedo range because I appreciate the speed, and since I'm already within a 1 to 2 kilometer range where I'm invisible and my torpedoes can reach the target, the range is irrelevant to me. The 68 kilometers is really helpful versus something like 57 kilometers on the upgrade torpedoes. So yeah, there's an enemy destroyer over at A with cloak from his smoke. A friendly destroyer is also in the area.
Our team has taken the lead.
So of course I figure I can help my friendly destroyer take out this enemy destroyer. It looks like some of the enemy is moving towards C. And I think friendly ships have given up on going towards C. We're going to focus on taking A and B. Usually I find that B is left alone other than a single destroyer taking it, and I wanted to make sure that we got the benefit of B right off the bat. I believe there's an invisible destroyer in the area, but I can't confirm its location. We are still stealth. This is running with situational awareness, so I will know, and you will know whenever I'm detected. There'll be a little indicator in the top left of the cursor target, somewhere around the top third. So we feel close. We're ready to torpedo. He's still in range because the base is being capped. Just ready to go. Waiting. Gotta be ready. It's tense. Who's gonna spot who first? Who's gonna throw the torpedoes out? It's always dangerous to go into smoke. So I'm aware, and you notice that he stopped, and that tells me he moved out of range. I drop the torpedoes. And I shoot the pathetic guns that are on this ship. Looks like he's taking fire from a friendly. But, you know, we're capping the point. Enemy's not anywhere near B. And we have 2 points to their 1. They've killed one of us, but because of our point differential, we're able to sustain a loss or two before the enemy is even. And anyone who's noticed, they added that island that we just looked at in 3.1. I guess they figured that the north spawn had an advantage over the south spawn, and they need to give more cover. And the reload time on these torpedoes is so short that I'm able to just spam torpedoes. This enemy American battleship is turning, so none of my torpedoes will be affected. And I, fire it. I do a little amount of damage. The percentage is very tiny on HE causing the fire. So, these are just, these are irrelevant damage to him.
Don't
Looks like that
fire
friendly
at your
battleship is
allies.
slowing down so he can fire. And yeah, I had totally forgot about that. I think my gun hit the lookout tower of that battleship. I've never seen that happen before, but I guess I'm so low to the ground and his lookout tower is so tall that that's why I hit it. So I had never heard that warning, that audio cue. But we see this enemy ship in the back. He was on our radar and now he's off. So I'm thinking I'll come out and I'll ambush that enemy ship. Perhaps I'll be able to use torpedoes. I will hold my fire until I have to be visible. And yeah, sure enough, he sees me. We're setting up our torpedo. We choose to use wide because I believe he's going to avoid. I would use narrow if it was a complete ambush. But in a scenario where the vessel could avoid, I choose to use wide. And now we're stealth again. So we know there's nothing close by. It looks like the enemy went C. Nobody chose to move towards B. Maybe they felt like the two ships by B would... And ooh, I land 2 torpedoes. Maybe they felt like B was gonna be too defensible for us. So we land 2 torpedoes, we cause flooding. I don't see his health dropping. Set out torpedoes, widespread. And I think he's dodging my torpedoes. Could be a coincidence, he could just be adjusting his fire. Firing these tiny rounds. Although, I think this was before the bug fix. There used to be a bug where the HE rounds would act as if they're penetrating. So I'm doing a lot of damage for the tiny caliber I have. And yeah, I saw his turret. The silhouette of the turret facing you is very bright, and then there's obviously the 2 holes where the round leaves the barrel. So it's a very obvious cue that they are interested in shooting you. You should get used to looking at the ship. And he's turning. He's gonna avoid my torpedoes. And I noticed that there's a friendly battleship, so I just make a course correction. Make sure I don't run into him. It's much easier for me to dodge than it is for him. And they have the advantage. They're killing all of our ships. We are 4 ships down. We need to survive. We need to kill some other ships. I find in a scenario like this where you are down ships, some people press too much and they put themselves in a scenario where they will die faster. I think the best way to sail defensively, and yep, close range, taking secondary, but there's really no time for him to avoid these torpedoes. I take 1 shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 5 hit, 5 flooding, and enemy sunk. But we lost another ship for that ship. But in scenarios like this where you're behind in ships, you need to sail away from your target because it's a harder shot for them. You need to use smoke and ambushes to pick them off. And you need to focus down low health enemies. So, press your Alt key a lot. If you don't like doing that, install a mod that keeps Alt up all the time. That information is very important. So we have killed all the enemy in the A area, so I head toward B, which is being capped, and there's a lot of enemies in that area. We are up by about 100 points, but we are down on ships by a lot. This battleship's probably not taken any damage the entire match. So, it's a dangerous scenario. I can kill this guy, and I can kill him without him realizing that he's going to be killed because of the stealth. But you need to recapture a point or compensate by killing them and not having any losses. And I think he saw the enemy battleship behind me. He has taken a lot of damage from someone. And this is the Warspite. Or the Wyoming. Yeah, Wyoming, sorry. So yeah, I'm firing since he's preoccupied. And I do like no damage. 4 rounds hit, 400 damage. And yeah, that's not gonna hit. It's just gonna hit the side of the mountain. And I'm trying to find a target that I can kind of ambush, and it looks like this battleship is headed south. At least that's my thought process at the time. I don't think he wants to commit heading south, but there's not really a good strategy right now. But those two battleships are very close together, so it'll be hard for them to maneuver to avoid each other and taking the damage. Plus they're in between, they're very close to islands. Yep. Here they go. I'm trying to switch it so I get the indicator on the right one. And I have a feeling that he's going to crash, so I shoot at him.
Smoke generator
Sure enough, he
started.
does. Looking back, I should have used narrow spread. But
The enemy is about to win.
I should hit. I hit 1 and cause flooding, 2 cause flooding.
Our victory is in
Still
sight.
visible, and I'm trying to hide. We've killed one of them. They have a bastard kick rate. If we could get these, or at least one, we would have the game in our favor. Yeah, the fast reload, it's just so great. You will really miss this ship when you go up to tier 6, tier 7 Japanese destroyer, but it does get better. I've chosen to keep my tier 5 Japanese destroyer just because I love it so much. Come on, let's get it killed. Looks like at least one torpedo's gonna land. I think we need 2 to kill. And there we go, we kill him. Awesome.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
It looks like someone else made a kill. So we should win now with this kick rate. Even though they have 2, we have 1, we only... There we go, we kill a final target. So that was a game with the Minekaze on fault lines. We were able to capture points and defend and kill some enemies, so it worked out for the team. I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I'll catch you guys next time.